Okay, I believe I am live now. Welcome, everyone. Gather the family, gather the children. We're about to start our family story time. And our book read is Mae Among the Stars. This is going to be a wonderful read. So please, please gather the children, gather the families. And while you're doing that, I'm going to check, make sure all of our devices and everything is working. I know it's, are we live? Let me see. So gather, gather. We got a wonderful story time for the children. I'm excited about this book. This book is based on one of my sheroes, Mae Jemison, and is written by Rhoda Ahmed. And this is a perfect book for Women's Her Story Month. So it's a perfect read. So gather the family, gather the children, and we're going to get started with our story time. I am still checking to make sure I'm live here. Gather the children. Oh, there it is. Okay, I hear me. All right, wonderful. Okay, so we are doing our Women's Her Story Month tribute on today during our family story time. And so while everyone is gathering, because I know this is different for us, normally we do our children's or our family story time on Saturday, but this time we're doing it during the week. We have such a busy schedule on Saturdays, so the only time that we could do it was during the week. And I hear that during the week is actually better for some parents because Saturdays you have your sporting events and all that going on. So so please gather everyone. We're about to get started shortly with our story time. We really are excited about this read. It's Mae Among the Stars. It's a story by Mae Jemison. So gather everyone for our family story time. And while you're doing that, I'm going to play a clip because this is Women's Her Story Month. And so we're going to do a video tribute for Women's Her Story Month. I'm going to pull up our clip right quick. And actually, I got two I want to share with you, but I'm going to do one of them now. The first one, we're going to start off with our beloved Michelle Obama. She is just a 2-minute video clip, but in those 2 minutes, she is just so profound that I just think it's great to share during this month. So wait a minute, we don't want that. Well, hold on. I think I went to the wrong one. Give me a minute. Where is Michelle Obama? Okay, wait a minute here. I guess well, they're gonna let me share it. Well, this is not the Michelle Obama clip, but apparently it's on this clip and it will not leave this clip. So this is the one we're going to share. This is going to be the 28 influential Black women. So we'll start off with this clip and then we'll share another one and then we'll get into our story time. But this one is insisting on going first. So I'm gonna play it. And this is a clip of 28 magnificent women in history.
The most unprotected woman, a person in America.
Okay, I think I'm having video problems today here. Let me try again.
For those of you who may not know much about my background, I grew up in a working class neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. We lived in a really small apartment. I often woke up at 4 in the morning when the house was finally quiet, just so that I could concentrate and finish my schoolwork. My parents told me every day I could do anything. I could grow up to be a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, whatever, but only if I worked as hard as I could to succeed in school. I did everything in my power to be a good student. I dreamed of one day going to one of the best universities in America. But despite my efforts, there were still people in my life who told me that I was setting my sights too high. A girl like me couldn't get into an elite university. And after a while, I started to wonder, well, maybe I was dreaming too big. And the fact that I was a girl and that I was Black, that certainly didn't help things either. You know what it's like when a family struggles to make ends meet. And the world needs more girls like you growing up to lead our parliaments and our boardrooms and our courtrooms and our universities. We need you. And that starts with making sure that every girl on this planet has the kinds of opportunities you all have to get the education and to succeed. As you've heard, right now, there are more than 62 million girls around the world who are not in school. Girls whose families don't think they're worthy of an education or they can't afford it. Girls like Malala Yousafzai, who are assaulted, kidnapped, or killed just for trying to learn. One of these girls could have the potential to cure cancer or start a business that transforms an industry or become the next president or prime minister who inspires her country. I see women who are going to win elections and science competitions and arts awards. I see leaders who will inspire folks not just here in Tower Hamlets, but all across the country and all around the world. That's what I see. Because I know what's inside of girls like you and like me. I know how hard we'll fight for our families, how deeply we care about our communities, how much of a difference we can make for those around us. And I've seen it again and again and again, that what our parents told us really is true. That if we get our education, we can do anything. We can lift up ourselves to heights we could never imagine. We can pay forward all of the love and support that our families have poured into us. And we can truly be, as Dr. Ogden says, builders of a new day. That is your work. That's my hope for you.
All right. Let me wait. Let me stop it. Okay. Wonderful. We just love Michelle Obama. um, she is such an encouragement and she has such encouraging words for girls. So I love that clip. I love that clip. And the next clip I want to share is it's a fun clip for children, I think. And I'm going to share this one is just with the music. It shares some influential women in history. And I like how they put it together. So let me find that clip and then I think the kids will enjoy this one. If I could get it up, I've been having a hard time with my clips here. Let me see. There it is. So
I see you and me. We're telling her story. I see you and me. We're telling her story. A is for Asada. She's always asking questions. B is for Bethune, building black schools. C is for Coleman, climbing way up in the clouds. D is for Dunham, dancing, feeling free and proud. E is for Evelyn, girl, make the numbers work. And we can't forget Fanny, she fought for farmers with her words. G is for Gwendolyn, poetry for the people. H is for Hattie, proving that we're more than equal. A, B, C. We're telling her story. 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 Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells. Fearless female. Keeping it real. Mae Jemison, she was an astronaut. When she went to space, I wonder what she thought. Kara Walker, artist for the culture. Audre Lorde, her words brought us closer. Mary Anderson, her voice was so unique. Like Nina Simone, she gave us everything. A, B, C. We're telling her story. 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 All for change television. Patricia gave the plot and vision. Oh yeah. Queen Latifah singing UNITY. Wilma Rudolph, she was fast and she was fly. Shirley Chisholm always said exactly what she meant. She was really lit, she should have been the president, yeah. Harriet Tubman had enough and said let's go. She paved the way for Ursula to be a CEO. A, B, C. We're telling her story. 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 Medival, look her up. CJ Walker, Madam CJ Walker ran it up. Betty X, your boss, pull it up. Girl, keep it up. So I know you know what's up. A, B, C. We're telling her story. A, B, C. We're telling her story. A, B, C. We're telling her story. A, B, C. We're telling her story.
all right, family. Those was two wonderful clips that I wanted to share with you just as a tribute for Women's History Month. Um, we're going to go and start our read for today. Our story is going to be Mae Among the Stars. The author is Rhoda Ahmed. And interestingly, this is a perfect read for Women's History Month because Rhoda Ahmed she's a Norwegian author and a columnist, but she was born in Somalia. And Rhoda is the best-selling author of Mae Among the Stars, which is her first children's book. And Rhoda can speak 5 languages: Somali, of course, that's where she's from, Arabic, Norwegian, English, and French. And now Rhoda lives in LA with her husband and 2 children. So Rhoda is the author of this book. She's actually from Somalia. And then we have the the illustrator of the book is Stasha Burrington, and Stasha is Japanese American, and she resides in Seattle, Washington right now. So so this book is written by two dynamic women, or no, written by Rhoda and illustrated by Stasha. So all right, so let's go ahead and get started with our story. All right, I'm going to try to hold the pictures up so you all can see the illustrations of the book. So little Mae was a dreamer. They say that daydreamers never succeed, but little Mae was different. And there's little Mae. You see her by the tree? There's little Mae. Okay. One day, Mae was working on an assignment for school about what she wanted to be when she grew up. There she is sitting at the table, working on her assignment. What will you tell them, Mae? I would tell them I want to see Earth. This is her conversation she's having, look like with her parents. And so Mae, at an early age, knew she wanted to see Earth. This is Earth, Mae, her mother said. The flowers, the grass, the forest, the mountains, we live on Earth. I know, but I want to see Earth from out there. See where she's pointing to the moon? That's an amazing plan, little Mae. Then you have to become an astronaut. That way you can see Earth from space. Astronaut, do you think I can do that? There she is with her mom. I'm trying to get my pictures. Of course you can. If you can dream it, if you believe it, and you work hard for it, nothing, or rather anything is possible. Mae asked her mom to take her to the library. She searched for books about space and astronauts. So here's Mae and her mom in the library, looking for books about astronauts. After dinner, Mae drew pictures of space, and she even made her own astronaut costume out of old orange cartons and cardboard boxes. See that? So she made her own astronaut costume. Later, she asked her dad, "But how do I become an astronaut? It seems impossible." You will find your way, Mae, because if you dream it, believe in it, and work hard for it, anything is possible. Okay. This is so far away. It's closer than you think, little Mae, and you may get there sooner than you think. There she is. That night, Mae had a happy dream. What do you think her dream was about? Right, space. She was dancing in space, surrounded by billions of sparkling stars. Below her, she could see Earth floating and turning like a shining crystal ball. What a dream. The next morning, Mae told her parents about her dream. She wanted to tell everybody. And every time she talked about it, her eyes will light up. So she's telling everyone about her dream, about her being in space. In classroom, Miss Bell told everyone to stand in a line on the rug. Today, we are going to share our dreams about the future. What do you want to be, and what do you want to do when you grow up? Who wants to go first? So here the teacher and the kids are in line. And the first one says, I want to be a firefighter. The next one says, I want to be a teacher. And then one says, football player. And then one says, I want to be a mom. And then Mae says, I want to go to space. I want to be an astronaut. All the kids started laughing. Miss Bell asked, Mae, are you sure you don't want to be a nurse? Nursing would be a good profession for someone like you. That's what her teacher told her. But Mae said, I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be an astronaut. Mae felt disappointed. On her way home from school, Mae was quiet. She looked out the car window. Her world turned blue and cold. Nothing was the way it used to be. So hear her feeling kind of bad. At home, Mae started crying. Miss Bell said, I can't become an astronaut. What a silly thing to say, said her mother. She told me I should be a nurse instead, said Mae. Her mom wiped away her tears. Mae, dear, I hope you didn't believe her. Of course I believed her. She's my teacher. I'm sorry Miss Bell did encourage you, but she can't stop you. No one can stop you. Follow your dream, Mae, and go to space. And y'all remember that, everyone's not going to encourage you, but no one can stop you. So you got to keep following your dream. Thank you, Mom. I promise when I get to space, I'll wave to you and Dad from the spaceship. So. Her mom took her hand and they started dancing. You must always repeat to yourself, if I can dream it, if I believe in it, and if I work hard for it, anything is possible. Mae went on dreaming, believing, and working really hard. And guess what? She went to space and waved to her mom and dad on Earth. Okay. And the end. So that's the story of Dr. Mae Jemison. And actually, I'm going to read to you this. She was born, her name is Mae Carol Jemison. And she was born October 17th, 1956 in Decatur, Alabama. And Mae Jemison always loved science. She loved being outside and looking up at the stars and knowing that one day she would travel to space. Mae is highly educated. She graduated from Morgan Park High School in 1973. And at the incredible age of 16, she enrolled at Stanford University, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in chemical engineering in 1977. After Mae got her MD in 1981 from Cornell Medical College, she briefly worked as a general practitioner before leaving to work with the Peace Corps as a medical officer in Liberia and Sierra Leone. When she returned home, Mae Jemison decided to follow her childhood dream of going to space. She accomplished many firsts. She applied to NASA's astronaut training program on June 4th, 1987, and was accepted. She became the first African-American female astronaut. On September 12, 1992, Mae's dream finally came true when she traveled to space on the shuttle Endeavour mission STS-47. It was then that Mae officially became the first African-American woman in space. Mae left NASA in 1993 and became the first real astronaut to act in the episode of Star Trek, Next Generation. Today, she has the Jemison Group and the Dorothy Jemison Foundation for Excellence. And she speaks fluent Russian, Japanese, and Swahili. So that is the story of Mae Jemison. She is definitely one of our sheroes. I enjoyed this story about Mae Among the Stars. And family, you can purchase your copy here at the Doc Bookshop, or you can go to our website, thedocbookshop.com. Definitely add this book to your library. It is a true gem, and it's a cute story. And so, and it's about one of our sheroes. So anyway, all right. Well, that's that. I enjoyed our story time. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Next time, we'll meet again. I think our next read would probably be something on poetry, since April is poetry month. So, but we'll see. So until next time, family, thank you. And again, keep reading.